season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Wilson. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at the 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down, here's Burrow. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches of the 17-yard
No score after one on EA Sports.
Check.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they'd like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
From the 29, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At their 49-yard line.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. Shoves him aside, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Man out.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Bravery man to kick off for the Jets.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
2nd and 10.
11 empty.
Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Go! Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoot. 11.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, check back 39.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A nice little juke. And another juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Again with a juke. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. And this is taken in at the 5. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Here we go. Ready? Let's hot. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mike 57. Hey, I'm coming.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
First down, Jets.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's coming. Check him. Check him. Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check. Crunch. 11 Thomas.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. You got nothing in there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. 57.
McCaffrey on the toss right. Fights off the defender. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
First down. Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
They get the USC man, Nyj Vs Cin Nba.